Hey everyone, welcome back. Ready for another deep dive?
I am. Where are we headed today?
This time we're off to India, to Lucknow specifically.
Oh, wow. Lucknow.
Yeah, the capital of Uttar Pradesh.
Okay.
And this one comes from a listener request, actually.
Oh, cool.
Yeah, they said they were planning a trip
That's awesome.
and wanted to get a quick overview.
Nice.
Like just the highlights, the must-sees, you know?
I like that. A crash course.
Yeah, exactly. And I'm excited to learn more myself, honestly.
Me too. Me too. Always love exploring a new place, even if it's just through research.
Right. So what's the first thing that jumps out at you when you think of Lucknow? I'm curious.
Well, for me, it's the Nawabs of Awadh.
The Nawabs.
Yeah. You can't talk about Lucknow without talking about them, really.
So they're like the big historical players there.
Exactly. They ruled the region for centuries, and their influence is everywhere, like you see it in the architecture, the art, the culture, everything.
So it's not just about like palaces and power.
Yeah. No, it goes much deeper than that. It's about a whole way of life.
Okay, interesting. And the sources mention some pretty incredible architectural marvels, like the Bada Imambara.
Oh, yeah, the Bada Imambara.
And the one thing that stood out to me was that labyrinth they have inside, the Bhul Bhulaiya.
Oh, yeah, the Bhul Bhulaiya. That's so cool, right? A maze inside a historical building. Who wouldn't want to get lost in there?
I know. I'd probably get lost for real, though.
Probably me too, honestly. But you know what's really fascinating about the Bada Imambara? It was actually built as a charitable project.
Oh, really?
Yeah, during a famine, the Nawab at the time commissioned this huge structure
Huge.
to provide employment and relief to the people.
Wow, that's amazing.
So it's not just this beautiful building, it's also a symbol of compassion and social responsibility.
That's a really cool way to think about it.
And it shows how architecture can be more than just aesthetics, you know?
Yeah, totally. It can have a real impact on people's lives.
Uh,
And speaking of impressive structures, the Rumi Darwaza is another one that really caught my eye.
the Rumi Darwaza, oh yeah.
It's described as this massive gateway.
It's like Lucknow's Arc de Triomphe, you know? Grand, imposing, a real statement piece.
Okay, I can picture it.
It's over 60 feet high and just beautifully decorated, a true landmark.
60 feet. Wow.
Hard to miss.
That's for sure.
Yeah.
And then there's the Chota Imambara, too, which sounds completely different.
Ah, yes, the Chota Imambara.
Sources talked about its intricate designs, the chandeliers.
It's exquisite, really, almost jewel-like.
Really?
All these shimmering chandeliers, colorful stucco work, calligraphy on the walls.
Wow.
It's like stepping into a treasure box, a visual feast.
That sounds incredible. And unlike the Bada Imambara, this one was a personal religious monument for the Nawab and his family.
Right, more intimate, you could say.
Yeah, and then we have the British Residency, which takes us to a different part of Lucknow's history.
Yeah, the 1857 revolt, a pivotal moment.
A turning point.
The residency was besieged for months during the uprising, and you can still see the marks of that conflict today.
Really?
Yeah, bullet-scarred walls, remnants of the siege. It's quite poignant.
A reminder of the past.
Right, a place where history comes alive.
Definitely something to see for history buffs.
Absolutely.
Okay, but I know we both want to talk about the food.
Of course. How can we talk about Lucknow and not mention the food?
Right. And Tunday Kababi is the one place that kept popping up in my research.
Ah, Tunday Kababi. Legendary.
And specifically their Galouti Kebabs. They sound out of this world.
Ah, they're melt in your mouth delicious.
Really.
Made with a secret blend of over 100 spices, slow cooked to perfection.
Wow, 100 spices.
That's the legend anyway.
Yeah.
And they say the recipe was created for a Nawab who had lost most of his teeth but still wanted to enjoy kebabs.
That's dedication.
Talk about a love for food.
I love that story. And then there's the Lucknawi Biryani, which I'm dying to try.
Ah, yes. Another classic.
The sources mentioned its fragrant aroma and a milder spice level compared to other biryanis.
It's all about the dum-cooked style of cooking.
Improved.
Yeah, I mean slow cooking, essentially.
Okay.
Imagine a pot, sealed tight, simmering over low heat for hours, all those flavors melding together, the meat getting super tender.
Oh, that sounds amazing.
That's dum poot, and that's what gives Lucknawi Biryani its unique character.
So it's like a slow-cooked symphony of flavors.
You could say that.
I'm adding that to my list for sure.
Yeah.
And then for dessert, there's kulfi and pecan.
Oh, you have to try those.
Tell me more.
Kulfi is like a richer, denser version of ice cream with so many flavors.
Yeah.
You have the traditional ones like rose and pistachio.
That's classic.
But then you also get more adventurous options like mango, chocolate, even pain-flavored kulfi.
Their own flavored. Wow.
And pecan itself is an experience.
What is it exactly?
It's a betel leaf filled with all these sweet and savory ingredients.
Okay.
A real after-dinner treat unique to this region.
I'll have to try it and see.
You should, but Lucknow is more than just food, of course.
Right. The research also highlighted chikankari embroidery, which sounds beautiful.
It is. It's this traditional embroidery style unique to Lucknow, passed down through generations.
Real.
Delicate handwork, creating these intricate floral patterns on light, airy fabrics.
Wow.
You'll often see it on kurtas, saris, scarves. It's like wearing a piece of art.
That's amazing. Sounds like the perfect souvenir.
Definitely. And if you're looking for souvenirs, you have to visit Hazrat Ganj Market.
Hazrat Ganj Market.
It's a mix of old and new modern shops alongside traditional stalls.
Nice.
You can find chikankari garments, ittar, that's a traditional perfume,
Oh, interesting.
books, jewelry, handicrafts, you name it.
A shopper's paradise.
It's a great place to soak up the city's atmosphere.
Yeah, definitely. And before we wrap up, we should probably touch on language as well.
Right, important point.
The sources mentioned Hindi and English being widely spoken,
Yeah, you'll get by with those.
but Urdu seems to have a special connection to this city.
Absolutely. Lucknow is known for its Urdu poetry, ghazals, that's a form of lyrical poetry set to music.
Oh, wow.
And classical music, it's been a hub for Urdu language and literature for centuries.
So that heritage is still very much alive.
Very much so. And if you want to experience it firsthand, there's the Lucknow Mahotsav.
Lucknow Mahatma.
It's an annual festival, a celebration of all things Lucknow.
Nice.
Music, dance, food, crafts, colors, traditions, it's all there.
It's like a blast.
It's the heart and soul of Lucknow on full display.
I'd love to see that someday. So we've covered a lot.
We have.
From architecture to food, embroidery to poetry. Lucknow seems like a city that really engages all the senses.
It does. And what I find so fascinating about it is this dance between tradition and modernity.
Yeah, I see.
It's a city steeped in history, but it's also a bustling modern metropolis.
A mix of old and new.
Exactly. And I think for anyone visiting Lucknow, that's the real draw.
What do you mean?
Seeing how a city like this navigates that balance, how it preserves its past while embracing the future, it's a journey worth taking.
I like that, a journey.
It makes you think about the role of cities like Lucknow in our ever-changing world, you know?
Yeah, I get it.
These pockets of tradition, these reminders of where we come from.
Yeah.
In a world that's constantly pushing for something new, it's something to think about.
I think you're right. And I think our listener will appreciate that perspective too.
I hope so.
Well, on that note, I think we've done a pretty good job of giving them a taste of Lucknow.
I think so too.
And hopefully inspired them to learn even more.
I hope so. Lucknow is a city that deserves to be explored.
Agreed. Thanks for joining me on this deep dive.
My pleasure, as always.
And to everyone listening, thanks for tuning in. We'll see you on the next deep dive.
See you then.
Bye for now.